Right, hello and welcome to one of my walking films. Today I'm in North Staffordshire and I'm around a place called Rudyard Lake. Now that is basically just outside a town called Leek. It's between the towns of Macclesfield and Leek. It's somewhere I've never been before, and basically we're at the north end of the lake at the moment, in this place called Recliffe Road. It's a really obscure little lane that I've found. I'll put in the description where we are. But basically, to say, we're going to do a circuit of the lake, and so I'm going to do it in an anti-clockwise fashion. Right, as you can see already, we're on a nice simple lane. It's nice and flat. I'm loving this already. But as I say, I mean, it's early September now, but the wildlife is everywhere. So I'm looking forward to this. Right, this is actually the Staffordshire Way. So as I say, we're just going anti-clockwise around the lake at the moment, but fingers crossed for everyone coming here. It looks like it's just going to be really clear and a nice path to follow. Okay, right, so here's the first view of, as I say, the north end of the lake. So we're just going to carry on basically down this this lane for about another 200 or so meters. Then, as I say, we're going to take a left, but there's a lot of cows here. I don't know about you lot, but I do get a bit worried with cows. Unfortunately, all sat down at the moment, but I'm being respectful and waiting to run. Yep, just keep sitting there. God, some big lads here. And ladies. Hello. I'm not as scared now because I can see the path. Cracking way to spend Tuesday afternoon this, but anyway. So after a kilometre, we come to this sign, and as I say, we're basically going to join the Staffordshire Way here. This is nice. We're heading up to somewhere called Cliff Park, so hence the rather ornate tree patterns on the way up here. It's absolutely gorgeous. That is a quality tree. That is what made this country great. Look at it. But it's a shame. Looks like Cliff Park's been abandoned. Looks a staggering location, because I say, in all seriousness, just looking round now. We've only climbed about 30 or so meters, but we're just starting to get above now the actual reservoir itself. Oh, it's a shame this is abandoned, as I say. It's absolutely spectacular where it is and what it's looking out onto. No one home. What a place. Right, so straight past the house and just carry on. Here we are, just give you a nice pan around. As I say, I'm not being funny here. Do you know what? Sometimes I like to do something which is great fun. You see loads, but do you know what? You're not sweating and it's nice just to do something that you can just relax and enjoy. And already I'm seeing this walk's brilliant for that. There's nothing wrong with that sometimes. You know, I'm really enjoying this. I will be honest though and say something about today. Gosh, it really does stink of shit. Right, 2 kilometers in, and then we just come to this gate and this lovely little avenue. About 35 minutes done, but no need to hurry. I love my trees. It's something to be said for the aristocracy. They didn't half know how to plant a very magnificent woodland. Aha, just found a little beach at the side of the lake. Just to give you some stats, it was built in 1799 and it was to supply water for something called the Colden Canal, because basically around here there was a lot of textiles, silk, cloth and wool, etc. So obviously they needed a way to get it around, so I say that's why they built the canals. Now the canals only lasted somewhere in the region of about 30 or 40 years before the railways, but as I say, this was built basically to supply water for that canal. I'm glad they did, because what a place. Just come across the sailing club. What a place. It's become a very posh road now. Right, after 3.1 kilometres and just over an hour, there's a tight right hand in the lane, and we just then approach this sign here, and we're going to go off left around to the bottom of the reservoir. An amazing little hamlet called Horton around here. It's probably one of those places, if you are born here, you probably don't realise you're born, if you get what I mean. Stunning. This just looks really ancient, it does. Probably was. Even maybe Roman or something like that, but it's just got that look of a real medieval and then some old road. It's terrific. The way how these stones are laid and things like that is just a real giveaway. Didn't expect to suddenly come across this. After about 3.2 kilometres, you just literally come to this sign here, and we're just going to take the left. It's the only way you can go. Yeah, this is a really old trading path, as you can see. You really suddenly feel you're thrown back in time coming down here. Except for the plane going into Manchester. But you know, you have to use your imagination. Yeah, there really is. There's a really nice sense of, unexpectedly, a real sense of medieval history here. Which, of course, I adore. And if you just look carefully middle of the shot, yeah, you can even see they've left their telegraph poles as well. Right, after about 3.4 kilometres, you just come out onto another little road. You take a right, or else you go into someone's house. And just come along past the caravan park, and you just take a left down here. Don't follow the road there, just take a left down here. Really is fun, this, because you suddenly end up in these little sort of passages. And you're not quite sure where they're going to go. But I've really enjoyed this. Tell you what, living around here, paradise. Just these little views you suddenly come across as well. It's quite something. I'm glad to see that, because we really need to help hedgehogs. Man. Anyway, this looks like, yeah, this is the entrance to the caravan park. And then, as I say, we're just going to join a sort of a rough track again and keep going towards the bottom of the lake. Right, this looks something like they've left this sign for quite a while, because I'm darned if I can see a station up there other than near where we actually started from. Wow. But anyway, 3.8 kilometres in, about an hour and a half, and we just come to this proper sort of lane here. Then, as I say, just in the middle, you'll see there's a sign, and we're just going to go down there towards the top of the lake. It's really well looked after, all this as well. You can just tell. It's just, you know, been really took care of. No litter, no rubbish. And met some really nice people as well. It's obviously somewhere where I guess if you come at the weekend, it's going to be absolutely rammed. But for a Tuesday afternoon, I'm not complaining.